Dan Passarelli here. Today I want to talk about something very, very important to all of us as traders, and that is liquidity. And specifically this time I want to talk about pennies and nickels. So there are some stock option classes that trade in pennies and some where the smallest tradable increment is a nickel. Take a look at this option chain here in Apple. Apple's one of the most actively traded options classes in the world, and it's very, very liquid, and so it trades in pennies. You can see here, this is 161 bid at 172, 61 bid at 70, and I'm recording this when the market is closed during the day. They tend to be a lot tighter. Very liquid stuff like Apple or SPY, for example, you see that. You see it in pennies. And here, even if when the market's closed, it's still 1 or 2 cents wide, right? Now, you go to something like maybe MP Materials here, for example, which is a mining company, Mountain Pass. And their smallest tradable increment is a nickel. 50 bid at 55, 145 bid at 150, 310 bid at 340. So why? Why do some trade in pennies and some trade in nickels? Well, it all has to do with liquidity, because the market makers who are buying the bids and selling the offers, in order for them to be able to do their job and provide liquidity for everyone, they need to be able to make enough money to make a living at it. And if it trades in pennies, there's probably ends up not being enough profit for it to be worth it to them, and no one would make markets in it. Now, this all started around the year 2000 in what was known as the penny pilot program, and just a smidge before that, stocks and stock options actually traded in fractions, not decimals. Stock options traded in what was known as the teeny, or the steenth, 1/16th of a cent, which is 6.25 cents for the minimum tick increment. So, man, liquidity really, really tightened up over the past 20 or so years, hasn't it? Well, anyway, I hope you found that interesting. This is Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart.